Welcome back, guys. This is Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and today we're going for a test drive in a 1969 Firebird. This one here has a 400 under the hood with power steering. And what we're going to do is take it down the road, point out all the flaws so you know exactly what you're getting before you get here. Be sure to go to my main website, maplemotors.com. I have financing and shipping available for you. And we have close to 100 detailed pictures that you could check out of any car on the lot. Every Monday update with new inventory. Here on YouTube, there's over 2,000 videos you can check out at any time, see previous inventory, or see all the current inventory that we post. We also just got some new gear. Got some shirts coming up. Be looking on the store here on YouTube, some mugs, some coffee stuff. I hope you enjoy it. For now, it's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Before we take off, we're gonna look around the interior on this one, kind of check some stuff out. Let's go ahead and get her started up. You can see they added some aftermarket gauges to the dash. We got a temperature gauge and an oil pressure gauge here. We've also got some switches that are working. No AC in this car. That panel is all cracked up. Let's try the radio. I do not believe the radio works on this one. I think we're starting to get some fuzz. Sounds like it's trying to work. The speaker's making noise. Wipers working. See, looks pretty good. Package tray on this one's not too bad. You got a little bit of trim around the window in the back, kind of falling down. Headliner on this one looks great. Pretty much all the way through, looks pretty good. You're missing your cap for your light. Go ahead and place your bets. You think that horn works? We're definitely gonna have to stop and get some gas. This thing's almost out. I can show you the mileage, but I can't stand behind it. As far as I know, this is not the original motor. Got the choke off. Turn the heat off there. That stuff's getting hot. Horn, ready? It works. Good deal. All right, let's hit the road, see how she runs and drives. That way you know exactly what you're getting before you get here. All right, we're getting ready to take off here. Make sure to put your seatbelt on. Doesn't work. The seatbelt, I don't think it's right for this. All right. So you're gonna have to get that fixed. The power steering feels nice and smooth. That's very easy to turn. Y'all got all that smoke coming through your area? It's like floating across the nation right now. You can see it. It's hazy everywhere. All right. Immediately I'm feeling good power, but people got to pull out in front of me again. All right. A little bit of a stutter coming from that carburetor, you hear? Straight as an arrow down the road. I'm not pulling left or right now. Steering's nice and tight. Everybody's behind me. We're hitting the brakes. Good brakes on this one. See if that kickdown's hooked up. It's not, but this motor's got good power. Let's pull her down. It does shift down. Speedometer's working. So far, in my opinion, running and driving wise, this thing's already awesome. I love the power that it's got. It's lifting the whole front of the car up in the air. The brakes, they're stopping fast, which we needed them just then. Everybody just kind of stopped right here. Engine temperature's up, good operating range. Oil pressure's around 25. It's sitting about 30 really. When you give it the gas, it's getting up to about 50. Turn signals. They're popping up on the right side here, but the left bulb is out on the dash. Let's put some fresh gas in here. See if we can get that little stutter out of the carburetor. All right. We'll pull in here and get some premium gas. Like I said, it's on E right now, so that may be our issue, hopefully. Otherwise, it needs to be driven, and that carburetor is going to be cleaned out. Over time, it will clean itself out. Let's do this. All right, I'm up here at the gas station. I put about $20 worth of fuel in this ride. We're getting ready to head down the road. I'll show you where I put the gas in at here in the back. It's right here behind the tag. They've got a pad on here too. It must have rattled before. They put a pad on there. Let's go ahead and check the gas gauge. It was dead on E when we first got here. It's actually right there where it's at now. I'm gonna turn the ignition. And it is working. Gas gauge is working on this vehicle. Sorry about all those little pops. I didn't mean to smack you on the dash. I'm sure that was loud. We're gonna go on and do the outside shots, undercarriage shots, and so on. Let's do it. Here we go. Engine temperature's at about 200. Getting ready to take off out of here. Let's do this. So far so good on this one. I guess we'll hit this back road. I feel like driving all behind there. But it'll take us the long route. pop in the carb that it's got a little hesitation. I'm sure y'all can hear that in the video. Easily kicks the tires. Steering's very tight on this one. Tire crack. Back on the road where we came off of from the parking lot. Give it that extra stretch. It's that heavy traffic flow time. Definitely coming from the left because everybody's coming from Nashville. Cam in this car is definitely feels good sitting still, sitting here shaking. Love it. Nice little bump in the road right here. Suspension on this one's pretty smooth. If I was to rate it, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10 on suspension. getting close to the lot. What we're gonna do when we get there is walk around, point out chips, scratches, flaws on the body of this car. We're passing a lot right here. We'll get turned around down here. So what we're pulling in right now is a place called Brian's Motorsports. If you ever buy a car from us, which a lot of people will send them down here and get them customized. They have wheels, tires, parts, accessories, interiors, do everything from suspension to lift kits. Check them out, briansmotorsports.com. They're worth a look. They do foreign cars as well. They just had that big car show. I don't know if y'all seen the video that I made last week where it was the Truck Nationals. There's just a ton of trucks down here. He's the one that put that show on. That thing turned out really good too. Oh yeah. It still had that little hesitation in the car, but as soon as it shifted, it snatched some rubber on them tires. All right, we're back here at the car lot. Now we're gonna be walking around this ride, checking out the exterior, interior, trunk, and under the hood. I want you to go ahead and hit subscribe, share this video, and hit like. I'll keep them coming your way. And we're back. Now we're walking around this 1969 Firebird, looking for chips, scratches, flaws, rust, dents, anything you need to know about. It does have the 400 under the hood. This car ran and drove awesome. It stayed nice and cool. Looks like it's got a fairly new battery under the hood there. The paint job does have some chips and scratches on it. So that's some dirt. We picked up some dirt on the test drive here. Weather stripping looks pretty good around the trunk. We'll be checking that out. You got a spot on the door here. I don't know what happened there. All right, let's get started up in the front. We're gonna go down the lower portion, hit the midsection, in on the top. We'll check that vinyl top, get her started, and the interior. So you got some chips all around the front end there, a little bit of pitting on your headlights. Looks like a cracked lens. Fog light there coming across the front. The grill's got a little crack in it too. Couple scuffs. That little piece is hanging there. About equal on both sides. Lots of little chips and scratches on the front end though. Coming down this lower portion here, up and over the fender, not bad. And on back down, you got some paint missing on them little vents. Little chip there. Couple bubbles on the corner of the door. Up and over the rear fender. There's a little chip in the paint. Crack in the paint there. Crack in the paint here right on the edge. And on down, what do we got here? A little crack in the paint there. And some, looks like tar from the road. Coming back the midsection, you've got some cracks right here in the paint. Older paint job. Little spots there and there. And chips in the edge of the door and on top. Right there in the middle of the door as well. And there. It's like a scuff in the paint there. It's kind of wiping off. Crack right here. Back over the top. Light scratch there, that should come out. Couple chips on the inside there. And on your vent. Front windshield looks pretty good. You've got some rust popping up on the trim there and this corner. You got some rust popping up under the vinyl top in the back here too. See all them little bubbles? Water gets trapped down in here, comes up under the vinyl and gets stuck, causes rust. A little bit on the edge here too. Coming around this side looks pretty smooth. Not too bad. Down your pillar. You got some dings on the trim. Chrome bumper. It's nice and clean. Some chips where it's so close. And your jam there too. Weather stripping looks good. The trunk doesn't look too bad. A little bit of looks like some sealant right there on the edge. Looks like they put some of it down in there, went around these edges and just painted it. That's what it was. It's probably that rubber spray. I see it most of the time when people do that. Looking up in your package tray, solid. That looks pretty good. Trunk lid doesn't look bad on this one either. You got a couple chips. Other than that, let's shut her down. Keys are in the ignition, so we can shut it. Got some bubbles right there on the edge. This side's pretty good, but there's a crack. Coming down this side of the car, we're gonna go down the lower portion. Pretty good, couple chips, good rubber, couple chips there. Touch-up mark, some rust bubbles popping up. You got a dent in the door here and up here. I'm wondering if somebody left it open and backed into something, because that's kind of what that looks like. Otherwise, somebody got in there and pried on that. I don't know. A couple dings there too. Yeah, either way, that was a bad day. You got some spots on your chrome door handle. Coming down the lower portions here. Front of the door, it's got a dent in it as well. Little touch-up mark there. Down this lower portion. Big old spot down there at the bottom. Touch-up mark in the middle of the door. You got some touch-up marks on that body line there. And some chips. Just a crack in the paint right there. Back over the top portion. Couple bubbles there under there, rust growing. This edge, not bad, not bad, not bad. So this top's extremely hot. It's good up here on the pillar too. It seems like it was just all around that back window. Down in this area. That's chips. Little rust popping up there. Chip here. You got a couple dents in your trim coming up this pillar. Also right there. Your mirror here, it's got some oxidation on it. We made it all the way around the ride. Let's go ahead and open it up, check the interior out, and see what we got here. Looks like that needs to be pushed back on. It's kind of hanging there. Door panel looks great. Still got that spot for people getting in and out where they kick it right here. Got a little wear on your handle. Weather stripping, soft. Should be working good. That edge there's got a rip. And your jams here. Carpet in this one's a little faded. In decent shape. The seat on this one looks good. Got some lines there, but other than that, looks good. The back here, there's a couple of wrinkles in that corner. But the interior of this car looks great in the back. Headliner's nice and clean. Package tray looks good. It's got a spot in the middle, something was there, but and your trim up there needs to be pushed back to the window. You can see it's a little wrinkly in the back seat. Would have started up a lot easier if I'd have gave it gas, but I like to try to start them without giving them gas, just to show that they will. Motor is nice and quiet on this one. On the edges of your hood, you do got some scratches. A couple bubbles are popping up on the edge there. Solid on the inside. Comes down pretty easy. Got some light scratches here. Sitting a little high. Push it down. The edge there's missing too, a little spot. Little spot there. Got her down. A couple dings up here by the wiper on this pan. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit subscribe, share, and hit like. You can also see the 100 detailed pictures of this ride and every car on the lot at maplemotors.com. We can get you finance, shipping information. We also have new inventory every Monday, and we'll get you hooked up. Don't forget to check out the new store here on YouTube where you can buy Maple Motors gear. We have everything from tumblers to beer glasses to cups to t-shirts. We'll also be adding new stuff and new slogans here soon. I've got people working on that too. I want to thank y'all for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. I got plenty of cars to do. I'm gonna go get started. See you later, guys. Thanks again.